We're about to dive into the illegal gambling world of TikTok and YouTube. Strap in, kids. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Oh, hello. Welcome back to the best tea spilling on YouTube. There's been so much going on in the slot community that I really don't even know what video to put out and when. I kind of at this point just have to pick and choose which topic interests me and what I want to share. Let's dive in. So, for about a year now on the TikTok app, which if you're not on there, I'll try to explain it as best as possible to you. But there are, just like here on YouTube, live streamers and slot channels essentially. These slot channels, they post videos and they also can go live on TikTok. And I started to notice probably about 8 months ago, maybe a year ago, up to a year ago, that people were gambling with other people's money, but not in the sense that you think. Now, we've previously touched upon videos about doing virtual group pulls here on YouTube, which it seems that that has stopped, which we knew that that was illegal as well. But what's going on TikTok is much more complex. And honestly, it's much more crazy. I'm going to try to explain it as best as possible to the people that may not understand. So, channels will go live on TikTok and they will solicit their audience to send them money to play for them. So, for instance, Mary is live streaming and Bob is going to send Mary money to live stream. Bob will either Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle Mary to play. Now, every streamer has their own rules and regulations. That's where things get really, really interesting. So, first and foremost, sending money across state lines, actually sending money to anyone to gamble on your behalf is illegal. There are certain federal laws that prohibit that, one being the Federal Wire Act, and also there are anti-money laundering laws as well that would be violated by sending money to someone else to gamble for you. It also puts the casinos in a bad position as well because it is illegal. And if they knew that this was going on, they could actually risk losing their gaming license. So Bob sent the money to Mary, and then Mary will, depending on what Mary's rules are, she might take a cut. And we'll get into that in a little bit. And then Bob will tell Mary in the chat what games he wants to play, what bet he wants. And that's how it will go. It will almost be like Bob is there playing the machine and Mary is just essentially the proxy. At the end, if Bob wins, Mary will send the money back, maybe minus a fee. Again, this varies on the streamer. They all have their own set of rules, which I will go into some of them later on in this video. And then they move on to the next person and so on and so forth. Now, I've seen this go on for quite some time. They also do virtual group pulls as well, where 5 or 6 people will send that streamer $100, $200, and then as a group, virtually, they will play one machine or several machines. And then if they win, that streamer will send the money back. Again, this is also illegal. So I've been watching this go on and I haven't said anything. We've definitely talked about it amongst the spies in my Discord. A couple of days after New Year's, I received a message from SC Guy telling me that he lost live streaming and recording ability at one of the casinos where he previously was allowed to live stream and record. And I asked him why he lost his ability. And he said he couldn't find out why, but from what he's heard, it was someone on TikTok. And I put 2 and 2 together, and I figured that it was probably one of the TikTokers that was gambling illegally. At that point, the gears in my brain started to move a little bit faster, and I said, you know what? I never thought about the magnitude of this, but I realized that this is going to become a problem for all of us that have slot channels, because the casinos are going to start finding out about this, and this is going to push them back into the dark ages where they don't allow live streaming, because now they're not going to know if SD Guy is coming in with his own money or is he gambling with other people's money, and they're not going to take that liability again because they could lose their gaming license. So on January 12th, because I know that most of this is going on TikTok, and I do have a TikTok account, but I'm not very active on there. I posted a video on TikTok and it got some traction, but nothing happened. People still kept doing what they were doing. There was one specific streamer that every time I opened TikTok, it seemed like he was always live at the casino playing for people. And funny enough, he gambles at the same casinos that SD guy gambles at. So I watched this guy's live streams and I saw the amount of money that was coming in. He actually got to the point where his TikTok channel got so large that he would tell people that the minimum that they can send him is $500. You know, a lot of these smaller channels will take $100 or $200 to play with for somebody, but this guy was actually $500 or more on some nights if it was really busy and there were a lot of people that were looking to play with him. He was probably one of the bigger channels that I saw doing this and live. You know, I would go to sleep and I would wake up and he would still be live. And it was just hours on hours and probably, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars, you know, being sent back and forth. And then on January 20th, an article finally came out. Now, the first article that came out was in the Star Tribune on the 20th, but I'm going to read an ABC article that came out the next day on the 21st. So now it's in the news. And here's what it says. Investigators in Minnesota are looking into allegations two men have been running a TikTok gambling scheme in the state's casinos. Court filings this week indicate the state alcohol gambling enforcement division is investigating allegations that an Edina man and his younger brother have been collecting fees for playing slots on behalf of others watching TikTok. The Minneapolis Star Tribune reported. State law prohibits placing bets on behalf of someone else. It's pretty much state law in any state. No one has been charged so far. A search warrant affidavit alleged the Edina man used cash apps to collect an additional $5.99 subscription fee. The initial $5.99 subscription fee, as well as $25 for every 100 deposited for wagering. We'll get into it. He then streamed live as he and sometimes his brother played the slots. Court filings indicate the two have been running the operation at Mystic Lake Casino in Prior Lake and the Treasure Island Resort and Casino just outside Red Wing. One of their sessions ended just before dawn Thursday. The Edina man has over 165,000 followers around the world. Video highlights archived on his TikTok page show wads of cash, slot machine jackpots rolling up, including a $15,000 hit in December. Minnesota Alcohol and Gambling Enforcement Division spokesperson Nicole confirmed the investigation to the Star Tribune, saying the agency has never encountered such a case until now. Officials with the American Gaming Association, which represents sports books and casinos nationwide, said they too have never heard of such a case until now. The association's vice president of government relations, Alex, said the alleged scheme violates casinos' anti-money laundering protocols. So we know it's not legal. These brothers are being investigated, right? Okay. Now this article's out and I post another TikTok and I am just confirming what I said on January 12th on TikTok. I'm like, well, here you go. I said this was going to be a problem. I said this is illegal. And the TikTok blew up. It went, I guess you would say, TikTok viral. Over 100,000 views in probably a day. So I posted the video and it got a lot of traction. People, you know, obviously are giving me hate because I'm giving it more publicity than they want because there's a lot of people involved. There are well over 100 channels on TikTok that are doing this. And then think about how many people as viewers on TikTok are participating by sending their money in. So now people are afraid of what's going to happen. All these channels that are doing it, and then all the viewers that are sending money, are they going to get in trouble? We don't know. When the article mentions $25 per 100, here's what it means. Everyone on TikTok can post a link in their profile. And most of the TikTokers use something called Linktree or Beacons, which that service essentially allows you to post all of your social media links. You could post your Cash App link, your PayPal link, your YouTube link, if you have an Instagram, or you could put some words like this person did, butterfly slots. Donation rules. Now that's another thing. These TikTokers like to use fancy words to beat around the bush on what they're actually doing. Butterfly Slots calls it a donation. must send $10 hair. I wonder where she got that from. Entry fee with your total amount. So if you want to send 200, you got to send 210. Where does the 10 go? In her pocket. You keep 90% of your wins. So if you send her 500 and the balance is up to 1,000, guess who's getting $100? Butterfly Slots. Must pay taxes on your hand pay. And then she just tells you when you send your donation to put your TikTok name. Now, again, this goes back to me telling you every person on TikTok has their own rules. So let's look at Good Juju. Are you new here? $30 minimum deposit to play. And she's got her links. This is TLI777 on TikTok. So TLI, $120 donations, again, donations, for every 100 played. 80% you, 20% TLI. So they are keeping 80% of whatever you send before anything even happens. And then 20% of profits after taxes. So if you hit a jackpot, they're going to withhold the taxes as well. Are they paying the taxes? We don't know. These get better as I go along. Slots with Looney. Entertainment purposes only. $100 minimum to play, plus 20 for player time, as Looney being the player, because Looney's not getting all the other perks of playing, such as the free play, the rooms, the comps, and everything else for all the play on the card. Looney's only charging $20 no matter how much you send. But of the winning, you only get back 80%, 20 goes to Looney, and Looney will withhold 30% for taxes. VV Slots, minimum 100, maximum 400, $25 fee per 100. They're expensive. Don't gamble with them because they're on the expensive end. And 25%. Yeah, this is a very... Who would want to gamble with this channel? You're not the best in town. I love this. $20 ATM fee. $20 for me. Oh, so it's 20 for you, 80 for them, plus the 20. Okay, so I got it. So... These are getting expensive. Hand pay tax is deducted and will be paid the next day. So you don't get paid back instantly from these people. You guys know that I always do my due diligence. I have receipts on every single person on TikTok that's doing this. I have it in a nice package. I have videos. I have screen recordings. I have everything. We could go on in this video. And I'm just showing you a few highlights of what's been going on TikTok. I know there are a lot of people out there that will say to me, why is it your business? Why do you care? Stay in your lane. You're jealous. First of all, I would never want to do this because all these people are fucked. But what do I have to be jealous about? I go to the casino and I gamble with my own money. I don't need other people's money to gamble with like these people do, which is so crazy to me. But the reason why I care so much is I go back to the situation with SC Guy, him losing the ability to live stream at the casino. This is getting bigger and bigger on TikTok, and I'm so glad that hopefully this is coming to an end and people will stop doing it. The reason why I am so invested in this is because before the T, I'm a slot channel, right? I like to go to the casino and gamble and record and live stream. These people are going to ruin the slot community. What's going to happen is these casinos are not going to allow live streaming anymore. They're not going to allow recording anymore. There probably will be a few channels that will be able to survive because they're big enough and they can prove that they're gambling with their own money, or they have sponsorships from these casinos already. And we know which slot channels will prevail, and most likely we don't like them. There was a TikToker by the name of Sexy Slots that was live talking about what was going on, and I decided to join her live stream with her. And then the person that this news article was written about came on, and him and I got into a little bit of a verbal altercation, and I, on her live stream, admitted that I am obviously keeping all of these receipts and I am sending it to the appropriate people that are handling these investigations all over the country, because there's more than just one, because there's multiple jurisdictions. It's not just Minnesota. This is probably eventually going to become some type of federal case against all these people. But he was not happy with me, and he spoke his mind, and so did I. I clipped a few parts from the live stream on TikTok that I think you guys might enjoy.
That's correct. Very much incorrect. You're a fucking piece of shit. I want you to know you're a fucking piece of shit, and you're a bad for the whole fucking TikTok slot community.
If you say so. If you say so.
You have never watched my lives, because if you have, you would know that we talk about all positivity and having fun and being good to people and being good around the whole
But you
world.
gamble illegal with other people's money. It's against the law. It's against the law what you were doing for months, thousands of dollars. No, you didn't. I have all the proof of it. You're going to go to fucking jail, you idiot.
You want to get big
That's what
on
you're worried
TikTok
about?
posting
You're worried?
lies? You want to start? You want to get big on TikTok actually, and fucking post the truth?
Nope. I don't want to be the TMZ of TikTok.
Right, because you just want to post lies. Your fucking little TikTok is going to be the biggest TikTok you've ever had in your career, and it's literally a lie. Oh, the first TikToker's in jail.
That's what you're worried about? You're worried about that? You should be worried about other things.
I'm worried about you.
You probably shouldn't even
lies.
be on here. You shouldn't even be on here. You should be worried about other things like closing your account and deleting all the evidence that you possibly can that would make your case even worse than it already is. But instead, you're here arguing with me. That's so sad.
No, because I don't go hide in the closet. All right, I'm not scared of nobody. I'm here to speak the truth, and that's why I'm on this live right now. Whole community that I'm standing up for.
Yeah, one that you almost ruined, but okay.
I almost ruined?
Yeah. Because you want to know why were you banned from Mystic Lake and Treasure Island? Why don't we talk about that?
Why was I banned? I was banned because they kept getting phone calls from you.
No, incorrect. I never made a phone call to either of those casinos, just so you know. Number two, the reason why you were banned from those casinos was because they found out that you were gambling with other people's money. You had approval to live stream at those casinos, so no matter who called, it wouldn't have made a difference. You had approval. The reason why they banned you was because you were gambling illegally. There's a lot to unload there, but let's go with the last part. So he said that was incorrect. He wasn't banned from Mystic Lake and Treasure Island because of the illegal gambling. He was banned because I was calling. So I would like to enter this piece of evidence into the investigation. This article was posted on PokerNewsDaily.com in regards to this whole situation. And let's read this article, okay? Because this just proves, number one, he's a liar. And number two, I didn't call the casinos on him. So here we go. I've written about poker and gambling for a long time, so naturally I have enjoyed gambling on occasion. I have not, however, been so eager to gamble that I was willing to pay exorbitant fees to someone to gamble for me. That's exactly what many TikTok viewers have been doing at least for a few months, and now agents from the Minnesota, we've kind of read this already. Next paragraph, it is pretty simple operation, one that has not tried to remain hidden. In a court filing last week, AGED said the older brother, a 39-year-old Adina, a suburb of Minnesota, charged people an initial $5.99 subscription fee, which is correct. Viewers who subscribe to his bookie service could then send him money via one of a number of cash apps to gamble. The man would live stream himself on TikTok playing slots at Mystic Lake in Pryor and Treasure Island of Red Wing, using subscribers' money. Presumably, the subscriber whose money he was gambling with would receive the winnings, though the Star Tribune, which broke the story on Friday, did not have information as to whether or not the customers were actually paid. In addition to the $5.99 fee, the TikTok channel owners would keep a whopping $25 of every $100 a viewer deposited with him. Authorities have not charged the man or his younger brother who allegedly assisted him in the scheme without any crimes yet, but they are attempting to gather their financial records, which would be the Cash Apps and Zells and PayPals, financial records, app login history, and more to put together a timeline and prove that they made bets on behalf of other people, which is illegal. It's right there in black and white. Everyone on TikTok that's watching, it is illegal. The amount of money that was won or lost was also not provided in the court filing, but the Star Tribune said that the videos of the suspect's TikTok page shows big jackpots being won at times, including even one for $15,000. The casinos did finally catch on to what was happening. On January 12th, the suspect said in a TikTok video that he had just been banned from Treasure Island and was previously ejected from Mystic Lake. Eric, a spokesperson for the Prairie Island Indian community, which operates Treasure Island, said that streamers are allowed to broadcast inside their casino, but they are most definitely not permitted to place bets for other people. Mystic Lake operator, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that Native American tribe's name, Enterprise said the live streaming is okay when it is limited to the guests and their own party, and are prohibited from engaging in any wagering activity that results in profiting from wagers of others. So they obviously knew these two casinos, and that's why they banned him. The suspect, why would he speak to the Star? The suspect briefly spoke to the Star Tribune, saying that he only gambles with his own money. Someone from Las Vegas who contacted state officials 2 weeks ago begged to differ, saying that the suspect takes a cut of the money paid to him by his followers, which he refers to as a deposit or donation, but is understood to be the followers' total bet. Another person who tipped off Age stopped her 16-year-old son from sending money to the suspect. The state agent who filed the affidavit said she watched the TikTok streams and saw the streamer conduct the same illegal gambling activity that the person from Las Vegas described to officials. It was apparent that he was placing bets for his followers during the live stream. The agent wrote he would verbally ask players by name which slot machines they wanted to play for them. He also corrected viewers who asked about bets, saying they were deposits or donations. So this is just another article that digs deeper into the whole process and the whole scheme of this all. And, you know, you have to think about it like this. If you were to send this person $500, you get 400 to play with. They already made $100. So they made $100 off you. You have 400. Now let's say they turn that 400 into 1,000. They're going to take 20% of that 1,000. So that is what, $200? So now they made $300 off of you. They're going to send you back 800, but you sent them 5. You didn't send them 400, even though you got to play with 400. You sent them 5, but that person kept 100 on the front end. So you made $300, and the person playing made $300. Now, if you lose, you get nothing, but they still win because they got your $100 in the beginning. So who's the winner? And then when you have streamers that are doing this for hours and hours on end, of course they're going to have winners and losers, but they're making thousands of dollars. And I think that that's why I upset the TikTok community, specifically the streamers, because people were talking about quitting their jobs and doing this full time. And of course, why not? The money is amazing. But the problem is it's extremely illegal at this point in the game, you know, reading these articles. You know, I'm not an attorney, I'm not law enforcement, but I would be pretty scared if I were any of these streamers that still have their accounts up and videos up. But, you know, that's not my business. That's theirs. That's their problem. Now, what I do also find funny about this specific streamer that's being investigated is beyond all this, beyond the argument that he had with me, that if he had a good attorney, his attorney would have told him, get off social media. I don't know, maybe the attorney would have said, shut everything down. But this guy has the balls to make a GoFundMe. I'll give you a second. I know you're all laughing right now. Yep, a GoFundMe. Why? Legal fees. So on GoFundMe right now, he has a GoFundMe up for his legal defense. And someone wrote a little something. He has tremendous support and a huge family on TikTok. I just can't. I can't. He made money off of all these people that are family. And now he wants the family to bail him out of his problem that he created, which is just like, it blows my mind. Sister Christopher, take a step back because there's a new sheriff in town scamming people, okay? As someone that has spoken out about this, I'm really happy that this has been just on TikTok and it hasn't trickled over to us here on YouTube, because I think that if people would see it, it would just breed like wildfire and you would have people on YouTube doing it all the time. And I was kind of happy it was contained to TikTok and hoping that it will just die on TikTok now that all this stuff is out. But there are 2 streamers that have come over to YouTube. So some of you may follow them, but we're about to call them out right now. So the first person that all of their live streams are always with other people's money is DCross707. Now, all of his videos on YouTube, again, this is my mistake. All of his videos always were listed as group play. But because this article came out, he went through every single video on his YouTube channel and he removed the word group from all of those videos. But I still have a little something. So, how does he get these people? Because he doesn't advertise it on YouTube that you could participate in his online gambling ring. He does it on Instagram and he does it on TikTok. And here is an excerpt from his Instagram story. 2 days rest is all I need. Team D Cross will be back Friday night at the Heights. I guess that's the casino he plays at. 155, 5 of 10 spots filled. So it's a virtual group poll. You got to send them $155. And I bet on that Friday video, when he'll be live tomorrow, it's going to be a $1,500 group poll. If 150 times 10, 1,500, he probably keeps the 5. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm sure things will change now that this video will be posted today. But he's supposed to be going live tomorrow. But don't worry, D-Cross, we are watching you. And the other person on YouTube that is streaming with other people's money is Slot Daddy SD. Receipts on Slot Daddy SD, of course, you ask? Easy, show us the receipts. Be like one of the cool kids. I will also be live on TikTok tonight. Moving forward, I will be doing bi-monthly $500 group poll giveaways. Only my TikTok subscribers will be eligible moving forward. Be sure to subscribe while I'm live tonight. Each drawing will consist of 4 subscribers being chosen for $100 spots in each group. Winners choose the game and all winnings are split amongst the group. As always, when I do these videos, I show some things. I don't show everything. I always keep my ace in the hole and I always protect the integrity of the vault. We discuss some people. I'm not showing everything I have. I'm not putting all my cards on the table. I guess we'll see what happens in the future with this closer and everyone else on TikTok. If you were thinking about doing this, don't. It will be bad for yourself. And I just have to tell you guys as viewers, you probably shouldn't support this if you like watching slots on YouTube, because if this does get larger and it doesn't stop, these casinos are going to completely shut down and they're going to say, we don't want anyone live streaming inside the casinos anymore because we don't want to deal with the legal ramifications, the investigations. And that will be the end of it. We'll be back in the dark ages of you can't even take out your phone to take a picture, and we'll just move 10 steps back instead of forward. So, that's the reason why I'm doing this video. Once again, as people have commented as a joke, not all heroes wear capes. Once again, I am protecting the slot community. You see the halo above my head. You're welcome. Let me know what you think about this bookie proxy gambling. Leave a comment below. If you're new here, subscribe. Leave me a like. If you don't like me, give me a dislike. I'm okay with that too. We'll see you guys the next time I'm spilling some tea. And most importantly, don't forget, fuck her right in the pussy.